We're here at Memorial Hospital with Tony Zurbrugg. Say it for me, Tony.
Zurbrugg, Buster.
Zurbrugg, that's a good East Texas name, a good Shelby County name. But anyhow, we came down here today to show you a little bit about the hospital and some things that are going on. And Tony, share with us a little bit. This is the entrance where people normally come in the hospital, right?
That's correct, Buster. This is what we call the main entrance to the hospital, although I'm sure many people use our side entrances for convenience.
Well, now the emergency room's on the other side.
That's correct.
And the doctor's clinics are over here to give you some orientation.
Right.
So give us a little something about the hospital. I'll operate the camera.
Okay, mighty fine. Well, I think as most people that have been in Shelby County for any period of time know, that the hospital has been in the community for approximately 26 years. It was founded by three of our local physicians, including Dr. Hooker and Dr. Mallory, who are still in practice, and several local businessmen. Park Healthcare has owned the hospital since 1983 and has made a significant commitment to the hospital. So why don't we go on inside and see what we've done there in the last few weeks. We're now in the lobby of the hospital. We've just stepped inside the main front doors. Here to my right is the site plan for the hospital, showing the placement of our buildings on our 4.2 acre campus. Of course, the main hospital is located here, and to the south of the hospital we have a number of our physicians that are officing on the Memorial campus.
Well, let's get a view around the lobby if that's all right with you.
Okay.
Would you like to walk around with me a little bit?
Good. This is our lobby, of course, which we're very proud of. Provides a home-like atmosphere for patients and family and visitors who are coming to our hospital for their healthcare needs.
Okay, let's see something else.
Very good. Let's continue on with our tour. Okay, we're now on the medical surgical unit of Memorial Hospital of Center, and I'm going to take you down the west wing and show you a semi-private room that has recently been upgraded.
Now, Tony, before you leave, what's that immediately behind you there?
Okay.
Looks pretty busy back there.
Absolutely. That's the nerve center. That's our nursing station for the medical surgical floor, and this is where the nurses organize their activity, where they interact with physicians, where they chart the care plans for the patients that are in our hospital.
Good. Now, give us some orientation. Which way is the emergency room?
Okay. The emergency room would be located directly down this hall, which is moving in a northerly direction, and we'll see that department in just a few minutes.
All right, where are you going to take us now?
Okay, we're going to go to room 102, which is a typical semi-private room on our medical surgical floor. To show you what we've done in the way of upgrades. This is room 102 with accommodations for 2 patients, as you can see.
Okay.
And this room has had a cosmetic and aesthetic upgrade. All the walls have been repainted, retextured, re-wallpapered, some new furnishings. We feel it's a very pleasant and very delightful environment for patients to recuperate and to convalesce in while they're in our hospital. Okay. Buster, we've now left 102, which was a typical semi-private room on the west wing of the medical surgical floor, and we're now on the east wing. And now I'm going to take you to room 126, which is our upgraded private room, and show you what we've done in that area. I might also invite your attention to the clean, updated look on the main corridors of this unit, where we've completely redone the wall surfaces. We have new handrails for the convenience and safety of our patients. So let's go now to room 126.
Well, wait a minute, Tony. You just brought my attention to something I didn't notice before.
Okay.
Where's the carpet?
We have no carpet.
Well, there used to be carpet here, and you know I like this floor better.
Yes, it's a lot easier to take care of. It's a lot more hygienic and a lot easier to maintain.
Well, that's good.
And we can buff it.
And you're going to take us down to the private room
To the
now.
private room, right.
All right.
Room 126. Room 126.
Hey, this is pretty nice.
Yes, this is
That's not the typical chair that I used to sit in when I came to the hospital.
Well, that's our Lazy Boy special. And this is our deluxe private room. We've got some nice furniture here, some nice antique type furniture. This is has a television and a VCR in it, so movies can be brought in.
We're going to tear it up.
A little hard, but also
I guess it goes back in the cabinet.
that's right. We also use this equipment for patient teaching, which is a great help. But we're real proud of this room, and it's typical of our deluxe private rooms.
Well, Tony, let's go ahead and get to the bottom line now.
Okay.
Does it cost a lot more to have a private room?
Yes, there will be a little surcharge there for the private room. Some insurance plans cover this, some do not. Certainly there are instances when this is medically necessary and can be specified by the patient's physician.
How many private rooms do you have?
I believe we have about 6.
Ooh, how nice.
Yeah.
That's really good. You know, when you really are sick, you hate to have someone listen to you being sick and looking at you being sick by sharing a room. So it is kind of nice to have a private room for people that don't enjoy having a roommate at that particular time.
That's right. There are a lot of potential patient incompatibilities in terms of sex, in terms of age, in terms of personal habits. So when we put 2 people together, we have to consider all those factors. In the past, when hospitals permitted smoking, that was always a problem of having a patient that wished to smoke and one that didn't, potentially occupying the same room. But now we've gone totally smoke-free in the hospital, so we don't have to be concerned with that problem anymore.
Well, fantastic. Where do you want to take me next?
Okay, we're going to take you over to the nursery and to the obstetrical department and show you what we have to offer there.
Hey, nursery, my favorite place. You got babies?
We may have a couple.
Hey,
We'll
good.
go take a look.
Let's go look.
Okay. Okay, we're now outside the nursery.
Oh, where are the babies? I don't want to see you.
Well, we must have had a light day. I don't see any babies in the nursery right now, but we deliver about 15 babies a month here, and we're hoping that number is going to increase over time. And I have one of my colleagues here, Sharon Nelson, who's a registered nurse, and is one of our members of our nursing administration, and she's been with us for a while and has a history that goes back with Memorial Hospital a number of years. And of course, as many of you know, her father's Dr. Hooker.
Well, Tony, you don't have to introduce Sharon to us. We all know her.
You all know her and love her, just like I do. So
that's good.
We're glad that she was in the area as we came by the nursery, and want you to meet her and know that she's a part of our team.
All right, no babies. Where are you going to take me next?
We're going to go down. In spite of the fact that we don't have any babies in the house right at this moment, I am going to show you the obstetrical unit.
All right.
Okay, let's go. Now on the obstetrical unit of Memorial Hospital. As you might have noticed, we've changed color schemes, and we've come out of the blue, the cadet blue decor, and we're now into kind of a dusty rose, which we think is real pretty and really accentuates the mood back here.
But wait a minute, does that have any effect on which sex baby we're going to get at Memorial Hospital? This is pink, Tony. This is pink.
But we had the blue, so see, we're covered.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Where to now?
All right, we're going to go back and show you a typical room on the postpartum unit.
A postpartum, that's a fancy word for...
After delivery.
After delivery.
Okay.
Is this for the mother or for the kids? Or?
This is for the mother, and this happens to be a semi-private. We can also make accommodations for women that would like to have a private room, but this is typically where they would come after the baby was delivered. More and more the stays after the delivery of the baby are becoming shorter and shorter with improved medical practice and technique. That can be anywhere from probably 1 to 3 days. On a normal delivery, if it's a cesarean section, they'll probably stay maybe a day or so longer than that, depending on how the mother is healing from that surgical procedure.
Well, Tony, let's get down to the real important stuff. How's the food and is the TV good?
The TV and the food is very good. Of course, we're always looking to improve. We're always welcoming comments from our customers and people that are utilizing our facility. So please rest assured we'll always receive comments in a constructive form.
Great. One of my very favorite people, Marcia McSwain. You didn't know that. Marcia McSwain, class of '62, and although she looks younger than me, she's not. But you think of her as the x-ray technician, right?
She's more than an x-ray technician, Buster. She's a director of radiology at our hospital. She's been associated with our hospital for a number of years. I won't I won't indicate how many, but we're real proud of her and her accomplishments over that period of time. We're now standing in the main radiology room. This is equipped for radiographic as well as fluoroscopy, and we do a lot of work in here every day.
No, we don't. Marcia does.
That's right. But we're a team, you see. We're a team at Memorial. We support one another, and that's how we're going to be from now on, and we have been for a long time. In addition to basic radiography and fluoroscopy, we also offer mammography services at Memorial. We also offer ultrasound. We've got state-of-the-art equipment in ultrasound and also in CAT scan. And perhaps we'll have a chance to see those as we continue our tour.
Well, great, and we are very pleased with the equipment that you've purchased, and the community should be pleased because you have some good stuff down here.
Well, we think so, and as I've indicated earlier in the interview, we want to pride ourselves not only in our technology, but in what we call high touch. We think that's where we make a difference because we can deliver more personalized care to our patients than we believe is the case at a much larger medical center in a far-off city. We are outside of the Memorial Emergency Room. This is the covered ambulance entrance where the paramedics and EMTs bring patients when they need to come to the ER when they're badly injured or hurt. And with me is Martha Colbreth, who's our Director of Nursing, and she has an extensive amount of background in emergency services and emergency nursing. And we're going to invite her to come along and comment as we take our tour through the emergency department.
So if I'm hurt or sick and feel like I have an emergency what's that word, trauma?
That's right.
This is the trauma center.
It can be under certain circumstances, trauma indicating the most severe type of injury.
But I come here and I park in the place that says no parking and come tripping in this door, and I'll find somebody to help me inside.
That's right, Buster. We have an emergency physician on duty at all times, 24 hours a day, plus a full complement of nursing personnel to work with and back that physician up. Of course, we also have lab and x-ray available around the clock, so we're fully prepared and geared up to take care of any patient need that might arise.
Well, let's go inside and see how those doors work.
Sounds good.
I hope none of you ever need to come down here, but if you ever do, that's the way. We're inside the building now. This is all new. I don't remember seeing this new waiting room. What's going on back here?
Okay, Buster, that's right. We've added a small addition to the waiting room. This was done about a year or so ago, and this provides a more complete waiting area for patients, family, and visitors while someone is undergoing emergency treatment. So we're very proud of this area.
Well, show us the ER.
Okay, let's go.
Through these doors, we ought to find somebody to help us. Hey, a real trauma bed.
I'm gonna defer to my colleague here since now I'm in her domain, and maybe she can tell us briefly what we see here.
Well, in this particular room, we have lots of equipment to handle most any of your needs that you may need. We have a heart monitor with the equipment that goes with that, and naturally medicines and equipment in the cart there. There's oxygen on the wall. We have some IV supplies over here. We have some different items over here, so we can meet your basic needs from a very minor complaint to a very life-threatening one here in this particular room.
Well, you know, this is a really nice emergency room. You've got wallpaper on the wall, and it's a very pleasant place. It looks like it's all business, but it's tastefully decorated too.
Thank you. We think so.
Well, good. About how many emergencies come through here a day or a week?
The average, I think, is about 650 to 700 per month.
Wow.
About what we're seeing at this point.
Well, that's an important number. This is really a hot spot for the community.
Yes, it is.
Can I ask you a terribly embarrassing question? How many of those folks were truly emergencies, and how many just came by because, well, they didn't know where else to go?
Well, I really don't have that information with me at this point. I would think probably most of them, it's probably a 50-50. Most of them need medical attention. All of them need medical attention, but some of them need it more urgently than the others.
Well, you know, after hours, you're the only place open in town.
That's correct.
So, kind of a monopoly, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, this all looks pretty new back here. Is this new for us? What do we got here?
This is the CAT scan department of Memorial Hospital. We're very proud of this area. This is some of the high technology that we've brought into the hospital in recent years. This particular unit was installed this past summer. It's a Technicare 2060 CAT scanner. This gives us a very high level of diagnostic capability. We can do cross sections of the anatomy. As you can see on the screen right now, we have the cross section of the brain.
So what's this business in here? Is that where you make the pictures?
Okay, this is the real heart of the operation. This is the gantry and the table for the patient to lie on, and their body, any part of the body that we're scanning, will go back through the bore of the machine. It'll raise up slightly, and the apparatus goes around the patient.
Does it hurt?
No, it does not.
No pain, huh?
No. Totally
And what it'll do is take x-rays?
Images.
Images, they're not x-rays anymore.
No. Images of the patient.
I see.
Right.
Well, this looks pretty high tech.
Yes, it is. We're glad that we can offer this technology to Center. All right, we're now back out in front of the hospital where we began our tour a few minutes ago. What we've tried to do today is to show just the high points of the total facilities and services of Memorial Hospital. Of course, as we noted in the earlier part of the show, we have satellite operations of our home health department on Highway 7 North. We also have our outpatient physical therapy clinic on Austin Street off of the square, and our rural health clinic, which is located south of the hospital, going toward St. Augustine. So we're very proud of all the offerings of Memorial Medical Center of Center, and we certainly invite you and your family and friends to avail yourself of our services at any time as you have need.
Well, great, and thank you for the interview, Tony, and good luck, and I hope you enjoy your stay in Center.
I'm sure we will. Thank you, Buster.